What's going on, Nomad clan? It's your man Mammy Patron here for another video, coming to you from beautiful Santa Marta here in Colombia, right here, perfect when the sun set. Guys, I'm loving this right now, this Caribbean vibe. Hopefully the music's not too loud. This place is gorgeous. This actually was the stop I heard about when I was in Medellin. But anyways, what I'm gonna talk about in this video really quickly is how I went from sleeping in my car in December. Right now it's September. Back in December, I was sleeping in my car. Now here I am in September, 4 months into Colombia, and been traveling ever since for the last 8 months. So how was I able to do that? Guys, for those of you that don't know, I used to work at CarMax. I'm from San Diego, California, and I went ahead and I was working at CarMax. That was my first job ever, or not my first job, my first like real job. I was working at Burger King in high school, right? So it was crazy because I was 22 years old, and CarMax was cool, but to me, everybody just felt stagnant. Like nobody really wanted to grow, nobody really wanted to explore. And every time I would work, I mean, I liked cars, so I literally would just sit in the parking lot and rev cars and stuff. But the job was all right, but what I didn't like was the money I was getting paid, and I didn't like my life being sucked out to that job, because even though I guess you can quote it was a real job, the fact that like I would work 10 hours a day, so I couldn't really do anything around my life was revolved around my job. Either I had to do stuff in the morning or at night, or I couldn't do it too late because I had to work the next morning. So like my entire life revolved around my job, and I didn't really like that. Plus, I didn't really like the money that I was getting. So if you guys see this video right here, I'm gonna insert it. This is actually when I gave my quitting notice, or my 2-week notice, to my boss, right? Because at the time I was like sucking, trying to get out of, like I felt stuck and dead in that place where I had a job, just like my time, and I'm just an open soul. And so I had to do it, right? And so basically I said, I'm going to move to Miami. I had about $600 by the time I landed in Miami. I didn't have a place to stay. I just figured it out, right? I said, I'm never going back to a job. I didn't know I was going to begin traveling, but at the point I just was like, you know what? How can I do this? How can I do this, right? And so I went ahead and I dropped into Miami. When I got into Miami, I had $600. So I was like, you know what? I got to figure out how to make money. I got to figure out how to make money. I'm not getting a job. And within 2 weeks, I decided, hey, I should start a marketing agency. And I landed my first clients paying me $2,500 a month. And it went up from there. All right. So how did I go from a job, moving to Miami, getting up to about $5,000 a month within 3 months, and then 9 months later, I'm sleeping in my car in Miami? And it was a very, very, very tough time, because think about this. This is what I learned. If I work for money, it's not fun. It's really not fun. Like when I was running that marketing agency, although it made money, and a lot of people do make money doing it, it just wasn't for me. I wanted to have more purpose. And because of that, I actually stopped wanting to get clients, and I stopped the business, which was bad, because after 2 months, I was broke. I went from making, I think I made $6,800 in the month of September. This month, last year, I made $6,800. By the time December came, I was sleeping in my car, homeless, making less than $900 a month, right? And that's when my life really went. So in that time, sleeping in my car for 4 months, I honestly, the whole time I was like, God, why would you do this to me? You told me to come to Miami, you told me to do all this stuff, and you had me sleeping in my car. And I remember feeling so distrusted, and just like towards God and towards my situation. I didn't think I made the wrong decision. I just was angry at God, because how could you put me in this situation? All right, so 4 months go by, and 4 months go by. 4 months go by, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of sleeping in my car. I'm not ready to quit and go back to California, because I know if I went back to California, that'd be killing my dream. So this is what I did. With my $900 a month, I was like, you know what? Where can my money go way longer than in Miami? So I was like, you know what? What about Puerto Rico? I looked up hostels, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can afford this. And I was like, Puerto Rico should be a little bit cheaper. So why did I begin traveling? Is because I didn't actually have money to begin traveling, right? This is before I started my current business. So I was like, you know what? Wow, might as well go spend, my time in Puerto Rico. And in Puerto Rico, it changed my entire life. I got to see outside the United States. This is the first time I ever, well, still United States, but first time I got off the island, right? After Puerto Rico, I came back with a renewed spirit. I knew that during that time, it wasn't time for me to party and hit the beaches, although I did that a couple of days. It was a time for me to grow, learn about my business. How should I perfect what is it that I want to do, right? Because I'm not on vacation here. These people are on vacation, or they live here. I'm moving. I got a business to run, right? But anyways, I come back from Miami, and I go and I start hopping across different cities across the United States, spending a month in New York, month and a half in California, just different stuff. So I was like, you know what? I want to keep traveling. Like at that point, I was like, you know what? I was refining my business and I was ready to relaunch what is now known as Expert Course Secrets, my program where I teach people to get started on making money online. But anyways, so the short story short was I went from sleeping in my car because I didn't love what I was doing to begin traveling because I didn't have enough money, because I was like, I might as well go to Puerto Rico, stay in a hostel, than sleep in my car for another month. So I began traveling. That traveling opened up my eyes to where I'm at now, where I've been traveling now for the last 8 months, and I've been making money online. So how is it that I make money online? Because I remember I was sleeping in my car. During that time period, I was like, you know what if I teach somebody how to launch an online course, right? Because I had previously launched an online course, you know, made about 5 figures with that, but I was like, what if I teach people, really get good at teaching people the tactics? And that's when I launched my program. And in my first 10 days, I made $13,000. And that's basically what happened, guys. I don't know where to go from how I sleep in my car to making $13,000 in 10 days. I was like, where was all that money when I wanted it, right, guys? And ever since then, I was traveling and just teaching people how to make money online by launching on information products. And I actually landed as a digital nomad on accident because I kept traveling. I loved it. I started making money, but now I was traveling. I kept doing it. So now that I almost get paid to travel, because basically I make money online by teaching people how to launch online courses, and I started traveling, and thus I'm teaching others how to do the same because I do it. I'm living the lifestyle. Nothing is fake here. Everything has been real, and I focus on my students' results. So guys, I'm super excited for all of this. So that's how I went from sleeping in my car, not having any money, not knowing what to do, to now being in Colombia for 4 months, going from Medellin in the mountains to now the beautiful Caribbean beaches of Colombia. Guys, all real, no fake. If I can do it sleeping in my car 9 months or whatever month that is, if I can do it for sleeping in my car, that means you can do it too. You can quit your job. You can take that leap of faith. You can, you know, invest into a coach. It doesn't have to be me, but invest into a coach who can teach you how to do something, teach you how to make money online, teach you how to become better version of yourself, teach you how to really love what you want to do. Free up your time, free up your money, because that's one of the biggest assets that we have. And if you're watching this video and this video is resonating with you, it might be time for you to go ahead and make that shift. Make that leap of faith, like when I showed you in that video when I sat in my car to resonate for my job, right? If I can do it, you can do it. It's not gonna be easy. Anybody that tells you a guarantee or it's gonna be easy, I want you to run away from them. Do not trust them, because this process is difficult. It's not easy, but it's worth it. Nobody will ever tell you that it's easy, but it's worth it. It is difficult, all right? And if they tell you otherwise, they're lying to you. Don't buy from them, all right? All right, guys, I'm gonna sign off here. Enjoy the rest of the time on this Caribbean beach with my friends here in Santa Marta. Sun is going down. It's your boy, Miami Patron, where I teach you how to travel full-time as a digital nomad. I got some resources in the description below. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Miami Patron, out.